Let me start with the consequences that I'm facing today they pale in comparison to the consequences of having Donald Trump as the president of this country for 4 more years. But certainly there's personal, there's professional, there's political consequences that come on. I showed up at this Capitol on a mission to put policy over politics, right? Many folks walk into this building and they have that as a North Star, and then as time goes on, they gravitate towards just being a political operative. For me, this is what I believe my country is calling on me to do, is set this Republican Party back in the right direction. And if that means I never run for political office again, that's great. That's okay. That's the job that I've spent doing in this period of time. But if it opens up a door in the future opportunities and the Republican Party gets back on its feet, absolutely, I'll look to run for office again.
I'll just say on the, for the after, I know it's hard to believe from politicians, but I have no plans for anything after this. And I love being on this side of elected office, just so you guys know. It's like, I don't have to go to D.C., and I don't have to operate in that environment that I've been seeing. It's crazier than when I was there. In terms of the consequences, look, it's just a little window into kind of the number of texts I expect to get today, right? Thankfully, we flushed a lot of that out of the system over the last couple of years. But I had my co-pilot from Iraq about 1.5 years ago that sent me a text, and he said, "I was ashamed to have ever flown with you." Now, let's think about that, okay? I fought with this guy in Iraq, and he woke up one day so angry that he sent me a text and said he was ashamed to have fought with me as a fellow American in a war. I don't say that to get your sympathy. I say that to say what kind of brain rot is infecting people, that they are destroying relationships, including those forged in combat, because of something they saw on TV or some anger how many families have been torn apart by Donald Trump? Everybody knows somebody, and maybe you're in that family too, where your parents can't talk to you or you can't talk to them because there's a different governing philosophy. This is madness, and this is what we're working to defeat. Bringing back decency, keeping decency, I guess I'll say, keeping decency in the Oval Office, and finally getting us to where we can disagree professionally, have big fights on the floor of the Georgia State House, right? But not hate each other. I'll just say real quick, it was inspiring for me watching these two backstage kind of talk about the old days and really get along, and I'm sure they were on opposite ends of a lot of pretty tough issues. But that's what this should be, and that's what we're here fighting for. So God bless you guys. Thank you.